Big news day, Wonder Woman fans. Thanks for tuning in. So they just announced the official title of the new upcoming Wonder Woman sequel, Wonder Woman 1984, and they dropped a couple images for it. One of them shows our main character, Wonder Woman, staring at a bunch of TV screens showing a bunch of films from the 80s, and you can see images of Dallas, you can see images from National Lampoon's Vacation, which is awesome, totally getting the 80s vibe from that, and it's the old school display of TVs that you'd see in stores back in the 80s. It was very cool. But the big news from the drop of the trailer, from the images that they dropped, was Steve Trevor is alive and well. For those of you who have seen Wonder Woman, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's been like a year, so you guys are you should have seen it by now. Steve Trevor dies in the end of the movie, sacrifices himself, blows up in a plane in order to save the day. And it's one of the most emotional parts of the movie, and I had no clue that he was going to be back in this movie. So to see him appear in the 1984, the movie that's now set in 1984, is crazy. I mean, this is huge news. So people are already going nuts over it because, first of all, how did he survive? No one really knows. How come he looks the same? Because the original Wonder Woman was set in World War I, so like 1920. This one's set in 84, 65 years later, just about. How? I have no idea. But, like any comic book storyline, any character can come back at any time, and until you see a body, I don't believe anybody's dead. I'm pumped for this news. I think it's going to be awesome. Their chemistry between Chris Pine and Gal Gadot was the best part of that movie, so for him to be back, it really just ups my expectations for how good this movie could be. There's a whole bunch of theories out there. My personal theories of how he could have survived are as follows. There's going to be three possible outcomes. One, before the plane blows up, he was either abducted by some form of alien, whether it be an evil alien of some kind that abducted him, or my personal thought is that it's the Green Lantern Corps. I know that does not go at all with DC comic lore, but I truly believe that if Steve Trevor was abducted by the Green Lanterns and trained to become a Green Lantern, that's an awesome segue into a totally original storyline that Warner Brothers could do for Green Lantern, and it makes Chris Pine's character even better. But they're probably not going to go that route, but fingers crossed. Second theory is that he was abducted by one of Wonder Woman's enemies. So any of the mythological enemies that she has through her comic lores could have pulled him out of there with magic at the last second. That's probably likely what it was, if any of these solutions. And the third, which is it's just hilarious if it becomes that, what if he contracted immortality from having sex with Wonder Woman? I mean, pretty awesome. If that's the route that it took, that'd be amazing. And he just survives the crash because he's now immortal just from having sex with Wonder Woman. That would be fantastic. Well, I don't have all day to sit and speculate over all this stuff, but it is huge news. I am super pumped. I'm pulling for the super contraction of immortality because that would be amazing. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and comment below. Thanks.